afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Inverness Chamber's quick demo on how to use the new documentation platform eCert. My name is Sarah Findlay. I'm the International Trade Programmes Manager at Inverness Chamber, and this demo is just going to be a quick session going through the basics on how to use the new system. So we'll cover off the registration process, how to log on, how to access your account for all of your documentation requirements, the dashboard, and the stage of applying for a document, which could be a C of O or an EUR1. So eCert is an online portal where all of your documents can be raised and accessed. It's one of the British Chambers of Commerce approved online platforms used for export documentation by chambers in the United Kingdom. The platform's been going for over 20 years in conjunction with the BCC, and it's free to register. So we're going to go over the basics in getting signed up and getting registered. So if you are new to the system or are creating a new account, if you get in touch with myself or Changi, we'll go through some details, take your email address, and we'll send over a link to register and set up a password for your account. Attached to that initial email will be a formal undertaking, which will need to be completed and signed by a company director or company secretary. And this form contains all the authorised signatories for your company, and we can add or remove a signatory at any point, and we'll go through how to do that. So if you have new staff or if any of your staff leave and you want to update your authorised signatories list, then we can do that at any point. But at minimum, this formal undertaking will need to be renewed on an annual basis. So the whole sign-up process is quick and smooth. It should only take a few minutes. And you can either create a new exporter account or you can get in touch with us to join an existing exporter account. So if your company's already registered, but you've got a new member of staff, you can create logins and get them added to the account. So once you're logged in, you'll see this dashboard, which is your main homepage. Changi and I will update this dashboard with any important information. So for example, our opening times. We'll also add our Christmas or Easter cover, bank holiday cover, anything like that onto this dashboard so that it gives you plenty of notice. We'll also add anything that might cause a delay in getting your documents approved. So for example, if we've got a team meeting or if we're at an event, and we will give you plenty of notice just to reduce any impact that this might cause. On the whole, our documentation service is a priority, so it should be very minimal throughout the year, but we will update this regularly. We'll also post any information such as if countries change whether they need a wet or physical stamp or signature, or if a pre-signed EUR1 is needed for in any specific country if they've changed that. Anything that's important, we'll send you an email communication, but we'll also put it on here. So just keep an eye on your dashboard on a regular basis. On the right-hand side, you'll see a tool that says Quick Links. So this covers off things like creating a new application. You can upload a new signature. So the easiest way to do that would be to sign a blank A4 piece of paper, scan that into your computer and upload it to the portal. And you'll be able to select the signature and get that added to your account. You can also add a new user, so you don't have to get in touch with us at the Chamber to get that done for you. You can do that yourself through your company account. So this could be adding a new colleague, or if you want somebody removed, you can do that. But if you have any trouble, just get in touch with us and we can help you with that from the Chamber side as well. And you can also access a formal undertaking from the quick links. So if you want to add a new member of staff, take somebody off that's left, add new signatures at any point throughout the year, you can do that through this button here. Now, you do need to renew your formal undertaking on an annual basis at minimum, but if you do want to update or make any changes throughout the year, you can do that. When you're coming up for renewal, you will get an automatic email from eCert saying that your formal undertaking is due for renewal. You will get plenty of notice for this, but if it does go past the renewal date and the account says your formal undertaking is lapsed, it might say that your account's expired, but as soon as you upload a new formal undertaking, it will reactivate straight away and we can get that sorted for you. But if you do have any questions, just let us know. Now, on the left-hand side, you'll see this box with circle in it, and this provides a document summary. So in terms of the type of document and the destination country, this is unique to your company, and you can either set it to monthly to get your monthly statistics or yearly. And it will give you a percentage of which documents have been done. This is just our chamber test account, but certificates of origin are the most popular type of document. And just so that you're aware, if you are a member of Inverness Chamber, you do get a reduced price on your documents, and you'll see the prices noted on your dashboard if I scroll down here. We do also have an affiliate price, so for those who are members of our affiliated chambers, such as Caithness or Lochaber or Outer Hebrides, you will also get a reduced rate through your chamber membership with the other Highland chambers. But if you'd like to speak to us about signing up or becoming a member to get the discounted rate, then we'd be more than happy to have a chat with you. I'll just talk you through the basics of submitting a new application. So if I click on new application from the quick links, and I'll just put in a test reference. On the initial screen, you'll see a drop-down menu with the destination countries. So if I select Chile, for example, you'll see from the list that I can select a certificate of origin and an EUR1. But if I was to change that to China, you'll see that the EUR1 option disappears, and that's because we don't currently have a free trade agreement with China, so an EUR1 cannot be used. So the system will update accordingly depending on the market that you select, and the options will be greyed out if the document's not available. So for the demo, I will talk you through certificate of origin. On the left-hand side, you'll see that there's a percentage for completion. So as you go through and complete your application, the red boxes will turn to ticks and the percentage will go up. So if I click into the application here, you won't be able to submit the application until all of the red crosses have turned to green ticks. So there is less chance of you accidentally leaving a box blank or accidentally missing something out. So it is a smooth process. You can select the signatory and then you're into the application itself. So just some tips to show you without going into too much detail. You can add addresses from the stored data within the system, which will save you having to type it out each time. So if I click into here, I can select exporter from stored data. So I can select Inverness Chamber and click Save. I can also do the same for consignees. So I can select one of our test consignees. And this is just for test purposes, so ignore the country there. To move between the boxes, you can either click into the box itself, or you can toggle between the arrows to take you to the next box. And once you've filled in every box, it should say on the toolbar that it's 100% complete, but the system will not let you submit until all these boxes have turned to green. So I'll just add something into each box for the test purposes. And you'll need to select your origin declaration. Now the system might automatically populate this box, so just always double check that it's the correct option that's been selected. This appears on the back of the pink copy that we see. Now, once you are complete, you'll be able to select the supporting evidence. So before you submit the application, you'll need to select how you're attaching your supporting documents. The minimum evidence required is a commercial invoice. So the most common way to attach that is within the application itself. So you would select the first option and then you would be able to upload your PDF. In some cases, it might be that you need to email something over to us, or you're bringing something in physically in person, for example. And if that is the case, you would just select other and just add in that you're emailing it to Chamber. And then you can click Save. It will then take you to the delivery methods. So there's 3 options here. The standard delivery method is for what we would refer to as full service. So this is where we will print the document and send it out to you, or you can come and collect. We then have Express, which would be DIY. So that's where you print the document yourself. And one difference is that you would need to enter the certificate number before you submit the document. So you can enter in your certificate number here. And just a point to note that when we move to plain paper certificates on the 1st of April, this will be automatically generated by the system, so you shouldn't need to worry about that. And the option is Premium, which is Priority Express, so that's if you need your document urgently, you can select that, and that is for DIY, so it's where you've got the blank template or you're going to print it yourself, but you just want it processed urgently within the hour, for example. You could select that and we'll get notification. So if I just select that and then proceed to order summary, you will then get to a checkout page, and this will give you a summary of your order. There is a guide price, and it is important to note that the price is only for guide purposes. It might change, for example, if you're needing more than one original or more than one yellow copy. We might need to add that on manually, but it should give you a rough indication of cost. And when you proceed to the payment page, it will ask you to type in your invoice value. So this is your invoice for your shipment. And that's just used by us for statistical purposes, so we can see the value of the goods being exported and the value that we're providing documentation for. It will also give you the option to insert a message to the Chamber and select your payment method. So the most common option would be to select an invoice, and we'll send an invoice to you at the end of the month. It will also ask you to confirm that you agree with the terms and conditions and that the information in the application has been completed correctly to the best of your knowledge. So you will need to select that before you submit the application. And once you're happy with everything and you've completed all the boxes, added your supporting evidence, you're then ready to submit the application. You will get an email receipt that it's been sent to the Chamber. We will get email notification, and we'll then be able to go in and review your application along with the supporting evidence. If there's anything wrong with the application, we will either email you or give you a phone to discuss. It might be that we need to reject the application and you need to make changes, or it could just be that you've attached the wrong document, in which case you could email it over to us, for example, or there's something extra that's missing. If everything is correct, we will then approve, and you will get the approval email, at which point you'll be able to print the application if you're doing Express, or we will print it and we can send you a scanned copy if you would like one. So that is just a basic overview on how to use the system. We do cover a lot more detail in our Docs Essentials course. So if you do want to have a refresher on what goes in each box throughout a Certificate of Origin and an EUR1, then get in touch with us and we can get you booked in for one of those sessions. Those can be run virtually or in person, so whichever is your preference. And just get in touch with us if you'd like to book in. We do also have step-by-step guides on how to apply for Certificates of Origin and EUR1s, which have been circulated. And if you do need another copy, just let us know and we can send that out to you. As we mentioned, we will keep this dashboard updated with all of the important information. We do have other training options available, and those are listed on the dashboard as well. So if there's anything you want to discuss further, please just get in touch. Our contact details are here. And I think that's everything covered. So we'd just like to thank you very much for watching the demo. And if you want to discuss anything further, then please just get in touch with us. Thank you.